Hey guys, as your applications make API calls against your backend, and this includes both mobile apps, web apps, or even your cloud code logic, the backend aggregates all the information about the received API calls, and you can see and analyze all the information that we have collected using API analytics. To access API analytics, you need to click on the Manage icon and then switch to the Analytics section. And then the API Calls tab gives you a summary of all the API calls that have been processed for a given period of time. And you can select whether you want to see past 30 days, 7 days, today, current hour, or you can specify a custom range. And in here, you get really a snapshot of everything that was happening during this period of time. All the API calls are grouped by different client types. There is all clients, meaning that this information combines all the clients that have made one or the other call. But there is also a breakdown by business logic, JavaScript, REST, and in this case, this is all I have. I didn't have any Android or iOS clients. How does Backendless know what client made a particular call? Well, this comes down to the API keys that are used by your application. So whenever an API key is used, then we associate that API key with the type of client that made that API call. You can also do filtering for the client types. You can, if you want to see API calls only from a specific client type, you can just use this filtering right here. Likewise, for service names, various services that Backendless provides can be filtered out. Whenever you have business logic, your own API calls, they will be shown here as local service. And then for the method name, these are the method names that have been aggregated in my case. And as you can see, they're fairly self-explanatory. Once again, for the local service, these are the methods that I have in my own API service. And then here, whenever you select a particular line, then the chart is drawn and you can single it out and see specifically, in this case, this is business logic making the call to caching service, and the method was put to cache. So there was one API call made on the specific date. Fairly self-explanatory, but there's a lot of data that you can actually see here, and if you can correlate when one call is made, that it results in some other calls. So this information could be very, very useful as you analyze the behavior of your application.